Welcome back, or welcome if you were not with us for the first semi-finals of this women's tournament here in Győr. It's the 2025 Sitting Volleyball European Championships. We had a crazy game against the Netherlands and Slovenia. Netherlands has the first ticket for the final tomorrow. We need to know against who. It will be either Italy or Ukraine. Those are the two teams warming up, and I'm super happy to have an expert with me, one of the players of Team Germany. Sonja Scholten is with us today. Willkommen. I'm super happy to have you with us.
Thank you so much. You learned German for that?
Yeah, so you played against these two teams from Italy and Ukraine. You know them perfectly. It's super difficult to say who will be favorite. The only thing we know is Italy finished first in Group B. Ukraine finished second, only lost 3-2 against Slovenia. It's super hard to predict something, what will happen, especially with what we saw earlier with the Netherlands.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. What a great tournament for the Netherlands so far. But I think this match is going to be very close as well. Both teams are going to put up a great fight, for sure. And Italy usually has very strong nerves. So we will see what's going to happen.
We can also a bit compare this game to the previous one. Italy is really organized as a team. A lot of very good players on all positions. For Ukraine, we have two very strong players. These are the two VS2 players. The captain, Alessandra Lihotit. And then Zuk, she played yesterday, Antonina Zuk. This is something that is the key for Ukraine, that those two players score a lot.
Definitely. Yesterday in our match against Ukraine, I think she scored 31 points just by herself, and it was such a strong performance. We didn't really stand a chance. So, yeah, it will depend a lot of how her day went so far and how she's feeling today. But they have a strong second option too, for sure, with Sasha. And yeah, just gonna watch. I'm excited what the starting lineup will be.
Yeah, that's for sure, because you mentioned that they have a good substitution with Lihotit on the bench. When we saw the first game of the group stage, she was number one in the starting six, and Zuk came in. She did a good performance this week here in Hungary and finally secured her spot in the starting six yesterday. Those are two very good options, and when we look at the recent history between these two teams, basically before the Golden Nations League, Italy was on a 4-win streak against Ukraine. I would say they would have been favorite, but during the Golden Nations League, Ukraine won 3-2. So it will be close. It's really hard to predict who is favorite today.
It is, but in the Golden Nations League also it is allowed to play with 2 VS2 players. Obviously all teams did this. But still, it's going to be a little different today, I think, because Italy, as you mentioned before, I think they have a quite strong team all the way through. And yeah, we will see how the Ukraine can cover playing without the second VS2 player.
Also a bit more experience maybe for Italy, who was part of last year's Paralympic Games. They prepared as well during the Women's World Super 6 in June 2024. These two tournaments against the best team in the world for sure had to get experience.
Yes, Italy really has gotten so strong over the past years. In my first European Championships 2017, they were not very strong. And since then, they just became better and better. They built up a very strong team. And also, which is interesting in this team, that they have so many players with a disability of the arms, which you don't see so often in sitting volleyball. But it's quite impressive, I think, how they do this.
You were on court against these two teams the recent day. Maybe you can go through a bit of the game plan you had against Ukraine. Mm-hmm. We mentioned the 2 VS2 players. Is this the key?
Yeah, definitely. So our game plan actually was obviously to avoid her, to block her, which is very difficult because Zuk, she is such a big player. It's very difficult to block her. We couldn't go through with our game plan at all, which was partly because of our own mistakes we did, but also because Ukraine played very clever against us and just put her in scene all the time, so she could score all these points. Yeah, they have a little bit weaker players on the court, so we obviously tried to go for them, which will be Italy's plan as well, I guess. Yeah, and Italy, we knew it would be, for us in the Italy match, there was all or nothing because it wouldn't have changed anything to our position in the pool. But Italy is just very stable, so it's hard to really get them into defense mode.
Yeah, it's super difficult because we saw a lot of teams built around one very strong player. I have Hungary men in mind where you have to block Robert Kertes. If you block that guy, almost the game is set.
Yes.
For Italy, the best server is not the same as the best blocker, is not the same as the best spiker, and the danger is almost everywhere.
Right.
We have Cirelli blocking while Belandi setting very good as well. I mean, the danger is almost everywhere. Whoever is sitting on the front row, there is a danger.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a middle blocker, so I'm always trying to watch out for the middle attacks. It's so hard to see in Italy if they're going over the middle or still going over the outside or the back row. They can attack from everywhere. Yeah.
Italy is in white, Ukraine in blue. Both teams are now on court, and you will see on the picture that there is some specificities for Italy. They will play with a libero, Silvia Biasi, wearing this blue jersey. It's not the case for Ukraine. It was not the case before with the Netherlands and Slovenia. That's also something surprising for women sitting volleyball. It's not very often that we see a libero on court.
Yeah, it's not common at all, but Silvia Biasi does a very good job, I think. As you can see, she also has an arm amputation, but still she gives a very much stability in the back row and just brings a calm to the court, I think, which is a big part of Italy's success.
Well, we'll try to make it super easy what a libero is. If you're discovering the rules of volleyball and sitting volleyball, she's only responsible for the task on the back row. She will never serve, never sit in the front row, and her main skills are all about receiving and defending.
Exactly, and that she does very well.
Yeah, that's important. That's the reason why she is on court, and the choice of Pasquale Daniello to put her with the libero jersey. We will just meet with the two international referees for this game. First referee will be Emma Vrataric from Slovenia, assisted by Benno Meyer from the Netherlands. And once again, we are on court number 2, what we call the center court. We will have the help of the challenge, video challenge, which is actually great to have just to support the referees, not to say they're not doing good, but sometimes depends on where you're sitting or where you're watching the action, you don't see the same.
Exactly, we have only 2 referees, it's impossible to see everything, so the video challenge is for sure a good thing to have.
And we saw it in the first game between the Netherlands and Slovenia. The coach sometimes reverse the decision of the referees, and important to mention that the referees as well, they can ask video challenge if they're not sure of the decision. Here we are with the starting 6 of Ukraine. Well, a lot is what we expected. We had a question about Lihodit on Zoom. Confirmation, she did well yesterday in the quarterfinal. She's again on court today.
Yeah, well deserved, I think. We will see what her performance is today. Exciting.
Now the starting 6 for Italy. Belandi, Pedrelli, the captain Francesca Bosio, Eva Ceccatelli. Sara Cirelli, the best blocker of this Italian team. Battaglia and Biasi, the libero. It's also the strongest starting 6 for Italy. Apparently, from what we saw so far, they didn't have to play very difficult games so far. I mean, yesterday against you, at some point you could have the chance to take a 1 set.
Yes.
But they didn't lose a single set since the beginning of the competition.
Yeah, it's a very stable performance so far. And we only almost won 1 set because we did a really crazy lineup then.
Yeah, true. That's sometimes how volleyball works and sitting volleyball works. We just saw the roster from Ukraine, the one from Italy. But we will discover all players on the court pretty soon. The first serve of this semi-final will be for Ukraine and for Lyudmila Hodichuk. She's one of the very good servers. And she's also able to score a lot of points, very strong when she's sitting in the front row. If the referees are ready, the team look to be the same. We are ready. Hopefully we will have a great semi-final again to define who will get the ticket to play tomorrow against the Netherlands. I'm just double checking some positions for Italy. Everything is fine, and here is the first serve of this second semi-final. Hodichuk targeting between Battaglia and Cirelli. Well, that's also something interesting to ask you, Sonia. Who is the target when you're able to serve? Avoiding the block for sure, but then who are you targeting?
Well, Italy is playing with the setter in the back row now, so she's going to go front, so it's always a good idea to go behind her. or between the libero and the player next to her. But obviously never quite on the libero or in the outside. That's not optimal.
The first point for Antonina Zuk. She found the block out on her very first ball. Good reception, Cirelli. Bozio from the back row. Dig by Hordiciuk. She also goes from the back row. Easy ball for Italian. Great connection through the middle with Cirelli.
Yeah, that was I was talking about. It's so difficult to block those quick middle attacks from Cirelli.
Yeah, she's not only a good blocker, but the connection with Belandi works perfectly when it comes to attacking.
Yes.
Pedrelli, she was part of the Paralympic Games last year in Paris as well as almost the entire Italian team. Great dig. Battaglia gives free ball to Ukraine. And this is a great point score by Władyszyńska.
Yes, I think Italy was expecting the ball to go to Zuk again.
But that's also something, when you have this tall player sitting in the front row, she is the main attacker, and you will focus the block on her for sure. Cirelli, high ball for Belandi. Ceccatelli. She's not scoring a lot when we look at the statistics, but she never ever makes a mistake. So much experience for Ceccatelli.
Yeah, she's a very experienced player and also a little bit dangerous with her pads. You cannot quite know how she hits the ball with these hand pads she wears.
But of course, it's nothing dangerous if you're sitting in front of her. Yeah, that's the main thing, the security on court. Lifting called against Belandi.
Yeah, I think the referees are also very focused on the lifting because that's one thing that you cannot video challenge. So they're having a quite good look at that, I think.
I mean, if we video challenge lifting, it's the same if we compare to running in 20 kilometers walking, for example, with a slow motion at all time you're not on the floor. But this makes sense with the speed you put in the ball. 4-3 for Italy.
And then we have the first video challenge, in or out, I guess.
Now the request is for sure from Ukraine, because I can already saw Cirelli with the ball. They will go behind the computer, and you will see the result on the screen. We will have it here on the big screen. The rule is easy: 2 video challenge per coach per set. If you're successful, you keep the challenge for you. Yeah, it's exactly this: ball in or out.
Oh, that was close. Wow.
What a great line.
That's the perfect serve position.
Well, and then this point is for Ukraine. And Zuk has another chance to serve. Good reception, Biazzi. Belandi goes with the first hand. That's also a good thing from the setter when they can surprise the opponent with this fake set.
Yes, Belandi is always good for something like that.
Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday when I commented your game. She's also able to spike very good for a setter. It's almost like spiking setter that you have in setting volleyball that we don't know in regular volleyball.
Yeah, she's just a very good all-around volleyball player, I think.
This ball is still in the air. Ceccatelli. Hordiciuk. Easy dig for Italy. Ceccatelli again, already scoring her second point of the game.
And now Cirelli is also a very good server.
Yeah, she serves really good. Well, it's always like that. When we say something like this, when we do predict something, be sure the opposite will happen. That's how it works. Władyszyńska targeting Cirelli in reception. Bozio blocked by Ukraine. Another chance for the Italian captain. Good pancake to save it. No, it's on the floor.
Yeah, that was a clever move from Bozio. She just saw the middle was left behind by Ukraine, so she made an easy point there.
Well, that's always an area on court. It's super difficult to dig it because you don't know who is responsible to cover this area.
Yeah, in women's sitting volleyball, it's impossible to cover all of the field, actually, so you always have some holes somewhere.
Free ball Italy. Belandi takes the spike. It comes back again. Pedrelli. Well, they need to put a lot of energy to score each point. Nothing is easy in this first set.
Yeah, you can already see they're going to put up a big fight, both teams.
Yeah, this can be a close game. Good swing from Zuk from the back row.
And she can score almost from every position, really.
Yeah, you said she scored an average of 10 points yesterday in each set against Germany.
Yes.
That's a lot. You definitely have to prevent her from scoring too much. Good fight at the net. Block, counter block. Bozio is the strongest. And we are with the Italian setter, Giulia Belandi. Odiciuk can touch this ball. Free ball Italy. No one can take the second ball contact on the Ukrainian side. Bozia didn't go full speed, just well-placed ball towards position one. And if you're playing volleyball, it's always as well an area where it's very difficult to dig. If you push the ball deep towards position one, no one wants to cover there. Zuk again from the back row. Well, she's scoring not quite a lot of points, but very efficient. She needs one swing to score.
Yeah, she hits very hard.
She's a bit the same profile than Valentina Brick that we saw in the previous game for the Slovenian team.
Yeah, they play a little bit the same, yeah.
This ball stays on the Italian side. Catch called again, Battaglia. Ukraine is only one behind. And the serve for Lyudmila Horditchuk, probably one of the best server of this Ukrainian side. Aiming at Battaglia. Cirelli for the dig. High ball. Biazzi directly on the Ukrainian side. This ball is still in the air. Bozio from position two. Well done. Well, it's not easy when you are right-handed to spike from this position two. You have to leave the ball come in front of your right shoulder before swinging.
Right, and she has Antonina Zuk right in front of her, so she has to look. Where is the block? Where are the hands? It was a very good attack from Francesca Bozio.
This ball is just out. They're looking to go for Horditchuk from the back row. And this is the first interesting gap for Italy. A 3-point lead in this first set. The reception is perfect. The set just a bit low, but Phelan can cover then.
Oh.
Battaglia block out.
Nice play.
Yeah, she had to block her in front of her, almost an Ukrainian wall, and then she just put the ball on the top part of the fingers of the block to score these 12 points for Italy. And the first timeout is for Ukraine and for Yaroslav Maloivan. Well, we don't see a lot of unforced errors in terms of serve, etc. It's a lot of good rallies so far.
Yeah, it's a very intense game. Very high level, so I think we're kind of going to be seeing some good volleyball following.
And it can be a long one. When we see the history, a couple of times we had Italy and Ukraine playing 5-set game. We already had it for the first semi-final. I know it will be a long day, but exciting game. But after this semi-final, we will have the two men's semi-final between Ukraine and Germany, and then Serbia against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Such an exciting Friday here in Győr before going tomorrow into the last day of competition. Or Sonia, you're here with us, but you played this morning against Hungary as well.
Yeah, that's true. My team is only playing for places 5 to 9 now. But we managed a 3-0 win against Hungary, and we have our last match tonight against Poland. So we're gonna try to find a good end of this tournament for us.
Of course, I'm sure you will. Győr, high ball for Lakatos. She gives a free ball, Cirelli. And she goes full send with the help of the net on the single ball contact.
Yeah, but both teams are also going high risk, so you can see.
Yeah, that's always the case. Risk and rewards, and Italy is doing really well so far. Bozio carries on the streak behind the serve line. Good block from Cirelli on Zuk. If they find the solution to block Zuk, it will be more difficult for Ukraine to score points.
Yeah, maybe if they can manage to get into her head, that could be the key.
Well, and Győr has to try to avoid Cirelli, the best Italian blocker so far in the competition. An ace for Bozio. And the
Little
lead.
bit unfortunate there for Ukraine.
Yeah, this gap is getting bigger and bigger. A 7-point lead now. Difficult reception. Lakatos fights to get this ball back. Is this one in? Oh, Bozio is sitting in the back row, but she played this ball in front of the 2-meter line, which is not allowed. It's the same than the 3-meter line, you know, in volleyball. And when you're sitting in the back row, you absolutely cannot spike or send the ball on the other side of the net, sitting in front. Ball running on the net.
Little bit of luck there for Ukraine this time.
Anastasia Filon. And this time Cirelli cannot have a proper reception, and they will directly change. Bozio takes the reception. Biasi moving in position 5.
Sometimes you just have to show the opponent a different picture and it helps already. Yeah.
And she changed the target to aim at Belandi.
Oh.
Oh, this is well done by Władyszyńska in front of Cirelli. There was some kind of mismatch in terms of block height, but still, she had the great timing. And Ukraine is slightly fighting back, only a 3-point deficit now, and timeout Italy. Everything can go super fast in sitting volleyball. Like a 5-point lead, even at this level of the competition, is almost nothing. If then you have a great serving streak or something, we saw it in the first semi-final, 5 points are not enough to be sure to win the set.
Never. And between those teams, both of them are fighting so hard, you cannot be sure of the set until it's done.
Yeah, we were pretty sure in the previous game, if you watched it, that after the second set, Slovenia almost was in the final, 25-14, 25-18. And we were just even talking about replacing key players to rest them for tomorrow. Well, this will never happen. It's the Netherlands getting their ticket for the final. Until the last point of the game is on the floor, everything can happen, and that's the magic of sport. The reason why we love these emotions. Belandi for Cirelli in front of 3 blockers.
Oh.
Net touch by Cirelli. She first found the solution in front of 3, but then she wanted to react so quick that she went a bit too quick into the net. Biasi, higher reception, a lot of time for Cirelli to take the set.
That was a nice one down the line.
Well done. Well, Lakatos was well positioned, but it just comes so fast. Almost impossible to dig this.
That's a really amazing thing about sitting volleyball, I think. This game is just so fast.
Well, the distance is so short when you spike, of course.
Oh, wow. Great block there.
Yeah, the court is only 5 meters deep on each side. You have 2 meters until the line and then 3 more until the end line. So 5 meters, the distance are so short. The reason why the points are so short as well, you need a lot of reflex and
anticipation.
A lot. This one is pushed deep. No, it's out. Oh, that was close to the line.
Good idea, but just a few centimeters.
And Italy still has a good lead, 18-13 in this first set. Well, Zuk make the point. It was not what they were aiming to do. Normally, she's not supposed to take the second contact.
No.
It has to be the setter. But when the ball comes into your area, better not leaving it falling on the floor.
No, those are the worst points. The ball just falling down between two players.
Yeah, that's what I call 3 points for the opponent.
Yeah.
Good block out, Battaglia.
Nice use of the block hands there.
The set was just a bit too much to the outside, and she managed to find some forearm to score the point. Good serve. Not a great situation for Italy. Belandi for Cecatelli. Good dig, Lakatos. With the help of the net. Touched by the block or not?
I think the Italian coach thought it was the antenna that was touched, but I don't know. We will see.
Well, I'm wondering what he can call, because antenna touch you cannot call. For sure not. Can he call some block touch or something where we would see the antenna moving? Because you cannot challenge everything. You mentioned the lifting. There's something we cannot challenge. Oh, antenna touch you can challenge.
But no.
No, it's only the net. So this point is for Ukraine. Good serve, good reception, Biazzi. Through the middle, Hoditschuk.
Yes, she can also attack above the middle. Don't forget about her.
Yeah, she's able to do a really good job, especially there in position 3, blocking and spiking really hard.
Yeah. Also has a good eye for empty spot. Oh.
An ace for Antonina Zuk. Cirelli cannot do better than just touching the ball. And second timeout for Italy. They are still in front.
Only 2 points.
Yeah, they don't want to take any risk. I mentioned everything can just go so fast.
Yes, especially with Antonina Zuk in the service. I think she scored like 5 or 6 service points against us in the last set, so there was nothing we could do.
Yeah, when those top players are able to score so much with their serve, and then the more it goes, the more difficult it is for the reception to know what to do. You put 4 receivers, you try to adapt, but if it's not working, then you have no more solutions.
Yeah, and only 2 or 1 block player is not a good solution against her as well, because her serves are almost like attacks. They're so fast and precise.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you put 4 girls in the line to receive, you have 1 less to block. Sure. Well, still a 2-point lead for Italy. Let's see if they can adapt and have a great either block or reception. Bozio,
nice.
The reception is a bit too much into the net, but she's there. Lifting call. I think it's against Hoditschuk. She doesn't need this. She has enough height.
Yeah, sometimes in the heat of the game.
Yeah, you cannot control exactly everything. Good
you just want to hold the ball. Yeah.
Good block, Lakatos. And what I can see, you player never agree with the lifting when the referee calls it.
No, we never agree with the referee if there are decisions against us. That's a rule.
20-18. Good block, Cecatelli on this serve. It's enough to make the point for Italy.
So now we have crunch timer.
Well, Ukraine has one more timeout. Some mopping action. Well, Antonina Zhuk is not trusting the ball kit. She does it on her own. At least it's completely dry. Cecatelli. Oh, touched by the block. I guess Sheremet was on the line, but Hordicic just touched it a bit and it completely changed the trajectory. And here we are with the second timeout for Ukraine, because Italy is only 3 points away from this first set. I would say Italy is for the moment in control in this first set. They took the lead and they are able to leave on that.
Yes, and as I said before, Italy always plays very calm, and they're doing it now. They're just like doing calm digs for the reception and getting the ball high in the air so they can do everything with their attack. Cecatelli is also doing very well today, I think, now in the service. As you said, she has a lot of experience.
Yes, I guess she's the oldest player of this roster, with 51 years old. And yesterday, at the end of the game, they decided to give her some rest, and they put, if I remember well, Flavia Barigelli in. So, of course, Cecatelli has a lot of energy, especially at the beginning of the game, because we don't mention it very often. Of course, you're not jumping, you're not running, but it's still, you need a lot of energy for such long games.
Yeah, everybody who has not played sitting volleyball should try it. It's so exhausting.
Absolutely. I mention it every day. You for sure have a club somewhere close to you. If you want to try sitting volleyball, just go for it. It's just an amazing discipline.
Oh.
Lakatosh. Is there any touch? I don't think so. The ball is out.
She just really wanted to make that point, but...
No challenge.
Oh, yes, I think. No?
Is there any? Wow.
I think Ukraine took a challenge.
When it's 23-18 or 22-18 and probably 23 now, you can check if there is one finger at some point touching the ball.
Or just give your team a little bit rest during the
as
challenge.
Well. Yeah, when you don't have any more timeouts, video challenge is sometimes also an option. Well, the result, it's a net touch. That is called not a block touch.
Nope.
Apparently not. And this is the 23rd point for Italy in this first set. Hordicic was just a bit too much inside the court. This ball is out. Point for Ukraine. Well, Sonia, we can also mention, sometimes we see the net moving, but I try to explain it. We're only judging the upper part of the net, because, of course, at some point you have to put your legs under.
Right.
So what is net touch under the net level does not count.
Exactly, and especially the women's net that is a little bit lower than the men's net, you don't have much space for your legs under the net, so it moves a lot of times.
So sometimes if we can see on a video challenge the net moving, but it's not the upper part that is touched, of course this does not count. Good reception, Biasi goes for Cerelli. What a fight at the net. Pedrelli scored the point. And this is the first set point for Italy. 24-20 on Giulia Belandi's serve. Hordicic with the fist. Pedrelli blocked by Hordicic. And this first set point is saved. Well, that's good news for Ukraine to have Hordicic serving now. If she can do a streak, Ukraine still has a chance.
Yeah, she's probably going for Battaglia, I think. I know.
Cerelli. Oh, she decided to play the ball. It looked to be out.
Touch. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, that was not the good decision for Władyszyńska. And the first set is for Italy, 25-21. Well, we're far away from having the game being over, but Italy takes the first good lead with this first set.
Verso 4, perché lei è in 4.
We're back for set number 2 between Ukraine and Italy. Italy took the first one, 25-21. Well, a very quick look on the starting 6. Apparently, no change for none of the team. Well, for Italy, there is no reason to change anything. And for Ukraine, we will go with Antonina Zuk again in the second one.
Yes, Ukraine doesn't have too many good changing options, but obviously they could always bring
the captain.
Likotic, yes.
Yeah, she could be. I mean, if she comes in, it means Zuk has to go out with a VS2 regulation.
And she did a good job until now.
Well, sometimes in the first set she scored some points, even in not perfect situation. I guess Ukraine can improve a bit the quality of the reception, quality of the set.
Yeah, it's also a key if you can put good service pressure on, weaken the reception, get into the reception line's head.
Well, that's something pretty similar to volleyball. The balance between good serve and the quality of the reception. It's always like this that the point starts. And if you can win this game, it's super hard for the opponent to make points.
Yes.
Zuk for her first serve. She puts a lot of pressure on that one. Her target is Sara Cirelli. And she's wondering if this ball was going out or not, if she has to take the reception. Well, it's difficult to judge when the ball came just so fast.
Yes, she put so much pressure on it.
Again, directly on the Ukrainian side, Horditschuk.
Now a tip from the middle, okay. Good solution.
And no one to cover there. Neither Pedrelli nor Belandi can do so. And the best start in this second one is for Ukraine. 3 points to 1. Pedrelli surprised. She thought Belandi would take that ball. Well, we just saw during that point one set from Battaglia, and she is amputee at her forearm. It's super impressive to see the quality of the set, especially when it's related to the upper body.
Yeah, it's amazing. Also in the reception, she does so good. Can't imagine.
Yeah, and I have in mind the Italian setter by the men's team, Di Jelsi. He's missing one hand and he's the setter, so that's his daily business.
That's really crazy, yeah.
That's crazy. So even when you don't have anything, any impairment, sitting on a sitting volleyball court is super hard.
Yes.
So can you imagine what performance this is? If you have no idea, just try to sit on a court at some point in your life.
Wow. Strong hit from Cirelli.
And that's not easy. The ball coming from behind. And Cirelli.
And she can also hit in both directions. She is so variable with her shoulders.
Sheremet for the reception, a bit lower ball, but Wladyszynska found the solution again. She will have to give free ball. Battaglia. And that's a catch against Zug. While Italy is already back for all.
Now we can see four-line reception here at the Ukrainian side.
Sheremet takes the reception. Cecatelli on the line. Good dig, Filan. Oh, what a crazy dig. Because this swing on the line was really good.
Yeah, she was sitting in the right position waiting for it.
Point for Italy, but apparently on the Ukrainian game plan, Cirelli is one of the most aimed target in reception.
Yeah, that's quite interesting because we never target her in reception.
Well, now she was sitting in the back row with Biasi and Bozio, so both of them are really good receiving as well. Well, the best is
Good
always
block.
if you can find some interval between two players and not aiming onto a player.
That should be the goal, yeah.
Yeah, but it's nothing easy. And I mentioned as well that in addition to dealing with your target, you have to avoid the block, which is a huge difference compared to volleyball.
Exactly. That's a very huge difference, especially if you have big block players in the front row.
Belandi, clever, deep towards position 5 there.
That was a very good ball, yeah. Sometimes when you're not in a good position to attack, you just have to look out where's the space on the court, and she does this very good here.
Well, one of the great lessons when Ukraine takes the first time out, because they were leading 5-1 or something like that, and Italy is on a 6-point streak now. It's not that way when you spike hard, then you score a lot of points. Being clever and having a look on the outside of the net, tipping at the right position or pushing it deep is also very good.
There's a lot of tactics in sitting volleyball and also like a good mix between hard attacks and also clever moves. And Ukraine started with Antonina Zuk in the service, so now I think that's the reason they got the lead. But Italy fought back, so gonna see.
That's something we saw already earlier today, and I guess I've seen it almost most of the time this week. The best server is almost always the first one to serve, to try to have an early lead in the set.
To give the team some security, some stability, I think, yeah, most teams do this.
That's also something pretty different because I was expecting, when you watch volleyball, normally you try to have your best spiker starting on position 4 to have in the front row. You want to have the best server first.
Yeah, in the best case, both will happen. They have the best server in the back.
True. Yeah, if you have enough good players and a lot of top players. Ceccarelli finds a solution again with a deep ball over Władyszyńska.
Yeah, as you said before, she doesn't make many mistakes. She doesn't always make a direct point, but she plays clever.
Cirelli.
That was out, I think. No touch. Huh? Maybe, yes.
Touch by Phelan. Well, this is one of the most annoying things when you see players, you know, not in the good position, trying to overswing and then making an enforce.
Yes.
Instead of just, you know, allowing the opponent maybe to make a mistake on their ball contact. Great serve by Taglia.
Yeah, she just hit directly between Phelan and Sheremet. So that was a good one.
And Sheremet will leave the court for one of the young talent from Ukraine, 15 years old for Elizaveta Shuha, youngest player of this event here in Hungary.
Didn't see her on the court very often before, so...
Yeah, she came in like maybe 1 or 2 times during the group stage. 15 years old, playing at international level already. Well, she might be the target now. Phelan takes the reception.
Oh, that was not above the net, I think.
Yeah, Lakatos was just too far away from the net. Too much risk on that decision. And they will adapt with Władyszyńska taking the reception instead of Phelan. Shua is the target. Oh, Suk, what a great swing.
Yeah. She has enough self-confidence now, I think, that she will take any ball. Just smash it.
But that was a good swing from the back row. Battaglia a bit struggling.
Yeah, that's a difficult position for her to receive. So that's good serve from Lakatos.
I mean, for Ukraine, they want to avoid Biasi and Bozio for the reception. It's pretty clear. They will target to the other girl.
And
the point
also
for Ukraine.
Oh, the referee saw that one in.
There is a video challenge. Well, the question is pretty easy. It's in or out, and apparently Pasquale Daniello is pretty sure this one was out. And we will have the answer pretty soon. Benno Meyer, the Dutch referee, second referee of this game, was just sitting there behind the computer. Apparently, they have a decision.
Yeah,
The ball
close,
is out.
but out.
This point is for Italy, well judged by Italian head coach Cirelli. That was interesting because Lakatos was almost not covering that part. It's funny to see that Shua is sitting in front of Ceccarelli. 36 years difference between the two players. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's something you can see in sitting volleyball, not so much in volleyball.
That's not very often true. Well, that's also the reason why I mentioned a lot of time how inclusive this sport is. You can have teenagers playing with almost their grandma, and this also happened in clubs. You can play very long. We saw some players. The oldest in this tournament, I guess she's from Hungary. You played her this morning. She's 69 years old and still playing international.
Yeah, that's crazy. But in sitting volleyball, you also need experience.
Yeah, a lot of. And about inclusion, you can play young players with experienced players. You can play women and men together. You can play valid players and disabled players. This is exactly why we mention it as such inclusive discipline. And you don't need any equipment.
Right. Just have to sit down, have a ball, and go. We see a lot of service mistakes now.
Which was not the case in the first set, true. Touched by the block. Bozio self-cover herself. Well,
And
shoot.
Zuk goes, yeah.
Well, even if Biasi is a very good digger there, it just came so fast. And Bozio took the option to cover
The other
position
side.
5. Yeah. Under the net. Well, at some point, if Ukraine wants to fight back in this second one, they will need some serve streak from any of the player.
Definitely.
Belandi, Hodichuk struggles, but Lakatos is there.
Oh, yeah, she is just so huge on the net.
And we have Elisaveta Shuha for the serve. Well, either Cirelli or Battaglia. Right, she aims at the libero. Maybe not what she wanted to do.
And a lift is called, I think.
Against Lakatos.
Yeah, we need to dry the floor again. It's pretty warm day today here in Győr.
Yeah, we had pretty good weather.
Yeah.
And I mentioned also a couple of times that the venue is really cool here.
Yeah.
This gym is cool. It's really easy to get to the accommodation, to the catering, not a lot of distance.
That's
no
true.
transfer.
That's very nice, that's true. Short waist.
I mean, makes things very easy. If you want to go for some rest at some point during the day, you don't have to wait for any transfer or something. You can just go in your room
Yeah,
next
we can
door.
just go from our match to lunch and then go to have some regeneration. That's very nice.
Francesca Bozio, good serve. Lakatos takes the set.
Oh, that was
Wladyszyńska.
good. She was just sitting in the right spot and put it down.
Well, not easy in front of Cirelli, who is much higher normally than Wladyszyńska. Well, maybe we talked about the serve streak. Antonina Zuk has this for sure. Very good serve.
That might have been out, I'm not sure. Oh,
Well done, Hodichuk. And this area between Pedrelli and Belandi worked now for the second time. It's quite frustrating when you take 2 times in a row the same point at the same spot.
that's true. But also Belandi as a setter usually wants to get the second touch, not the first one. But
True. Well, but if the ball is on the floor, then she has no chance to get it. So
That's
better
true.
digging it on your
That's
own
true.
if you want the game to carry on.
And another service point now from Ukraine. So maybe, yeah, Italy calls a timeout.
Timeout, Pasquale Daniello. He wants his girls to stay absolutely calm. They have the lead in this game. 1-0 and 16-14 in this second one. And if you're just joining the action on the Paravolley Europe YouTube channel, it's very easy. The team winning this game will be tomorrow into the final. Italy won at home for 2 years in Caorle, and they would like to be there. The only thing we know is their opponent, the winner of this game, will face the Netherlands tomorrow. They just had an amazing performance this morning against Slovenia.
Yeah, it's a new final. We haven't seen that one.
Yeah, but with this young Dutch team, there will be maybe many more in the future. If they can build on this with young players, a lot of them in the 20s.
I'm sure it's a huge success for them to have reached the final, but now they have no pressure at all. So maybe we're going to have a really good performance again tomorrow.
True. Antonina Zuk, never easy to serve just after the timeout. But she's super experienced.
Oh, but that one goes out. That was a coach's point, as we say, with the timeout.
And this is the same in volleyball, in sitting volleyball, in whatever volleyball you mention. After a timeout, it's never easy to serve. Pedrelli aiming at Shuha. Good reception from the young player from Ukraine.
Oh, that was a net touch, the Ukrainian side from Lakatosh.
Well, she took the ball, but she also took the net. And this is not something possible.
Yeah, very good timeout for Italy. Now they're in the lead again with 5 points.
Well, and Ukraine will probably also try at some point to interrupt the game. They still have one more timeout. I just saw the Ukrainian coach with the device in his hands. So is it for a timeout? Is it for a video challenge?
Oh, no.
Oh, substitution.
I think he just wants to make some change, even though Zuk was playing very strong. We know that Likodit is also a very good player who can score a lot of points.
But at some point, changing something can recreate some kind of momentum for Ukraine.
Good reception.
Lakatosh through the middle. Cirelli. Did she touch the net? Yes. Net was moving a lot. That's not easy when you have to look behind you and you don't exactly know where you are sitting compared to the net. Władyszyńska. Good reception, Cirelli. The back set from Belandi.
There were not too many options for Cecatelli to attack this point because it was way out and also very close to the net. So the Ukrainian block was there.
All played Filon. Cirelli take the reception again. Another good block, Lakatosh. And Cecatelli able to find a solution between Hordichuk and Filon that time.
Yeah, these not too strong but very short attacks are hard to defend.
Raffaella Pataglia. Good fight at the net between Hordichuk and Cirelli. It's a very good middle blocker in Europe. And this point is for Ukraine. And Lakatosh will be in charge for the next serve. She was aiming at Battaglia, and Italy adapted well because they left her only a small area to dig and to cover.
Yeah, too small this time. Normally she can do very good serves down the line. We experienced that yesterday, but this one was against the turner.
Cirelli on Lakatosh. Filon for the set. Hordichuk strong into the Italian
nice
block.
Cover.
Free ball Italy. Belandi for Bosio.
Oh!
Lihodid almost had the miracle dig, but it's out of bounds. And this is the 22nd point for Italy, and Ukraine will call their second timeout now.
Yeah, looking good for Italy so far.
Well, leading 2-0 doesn't mean you get your ticket.
Yeah, I know. We saw that before today.
Well, and for Ukraine, if this set is, it's not over yet, they only have a 5-point deficit, but still, there will be the question if they start Zuk or Lihodid in the third one. This will be an important decision for them.
Yes. Yeah, Zuk is relatively new. She hasn't been in the team for too long. So before, Sasha Likodit always did that job. She did a good job as well. Now they have a second strong option.
Yeah, it's good to have two options for sure. But you cannot put more than one VS2 on court at all time. It's a bit different in some other competitions, but here at European Championships, we are with the same regulations than the one we have at Paralympics. You can only play with one VS2. 22 for Italy, 17 for Ukraine. Difficult reception for Ukraine, but the ball comes back.
Oh, and Belandi. Good
Well
reaction.
done. Well, she's not only a basic setter, she can do a lot.
Yeah, she's tricky.
Lakatos with the reception. Filan for Hoditschuk. Back set for Ceccarelli. Good dig.
Oh,
Lihotit from the back row. Cannot do better.
yeah, if you come from the bench, you have to have like 1-2 good hits to be in the game. So maybe for her, she just has to arrive in the match.
Well, there will be a video challenge, probably on a block touch. Cannot imagine something else on net touch eventually. Otherwise, it will be set point Italy. So at least you try something with this video challenge.
Right, nothing to lose.
Absolutely not. Well, quick decision is not a good sign maybe for Ukraine. We'll see the result. Is there any block touch? No.
No, closer than I thought, but yeah, but as I said before, it's also a tactical move, so maybe Ceccarelli gets out of her streak or something. Like a little timeout.
Yeah, set point Italy.
But no.
Touched by Filan. Lakatos cannot receive properly. And here is the 2-0 lead for Italy in this semi-final. Set number 3 in a few seconds here in Győr. Italy is leading 2-0. Well, you know the rule. You need 3 sets to win the game and to get your ticket for the final. They showed some really good skills in the first 2, but of course, Ukraine was probably will be willing to react. Zuk is back on court.
And now Lakatosh starts with the serve. And that was an ace.
Good one.
Yeah.
Well, this would be an interesting situation if Ukraine is able to have an early lead in the set to see how Italy is able to react, because basically they were almost always in front. Alandi for Bozio. Oh, and he started Shua, the young player, in the starting 6.
Yeah. It's surprising.
Yeah, Sheremet is on the bench. Well, I mean, Shua is 15, Sheremet is 18, so she's also a very young player.
Yes, Ukraine also has some young players with a lot of perspective, and maybe she just wants to gain some experience here.
This ball was a bit behind Zuk. She was falling behind her while swinging. It's never easy when you are still moving and you have to swing.
Yeah, maybe she should have taken a little more risk at that one, but...
Francesca Bozio. Touched by the block. Filon takes the set.
Was there a touch?
I think so. No. I had the feeling Shua touched it with the finger. I mean, we are really good position for that position of the swing, but the point is for Ukraine.
Nobody questions it, so
Yeah.
on we go.
I mean, Shua will not say she touched it. Absolutely not. Battaglia saw
Good
some
tip.
empty space. I call this the middle of the fire camp of the team, because all of you are sitting around
Yes.
watching the action, but nobody takes the
We
dig.
call it the landing place for the helicopters. Helicopter.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Nice.
Oh, the
Quick
net
play.
was moving because of the ball.
Nah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Okay, because I thought there was some net fault, but then they were celebrating.
She says she was not in the net, I think. We will see.
Challenge for Ukraine. That's an early challenge in the set, but apparently Yaroslav Maroivan is pretty sure that he saw the net moving. No, it's only the ball. She stopped on time.
Yeah, Charlie was pretty confident he didn't touch it, so yeah. No.
3-all. Pedrelli.
Easy ball, block.
Cirelli already scores her 9th point of the day. That's a lot for a middle blocker.
Yeah, so Ukraine has to see that they can put Zuk into scene again now for an attack, not only easy balls. Here we go.
This is a high ball on the big diagonal, and Francesca Bozio is well positioned, but it just comes so fast. Ukraine absolutely have to use Zuk to score points when she is in the front row. It's the moment they can create some gap, some break. Battaglia is the solution. She just played on Shuha's forearm.
Yeah, she's not the biggest player on the field, so...
Yeah, they put Shua in front of Cecatelli. Of course, you don't want to have her in front of Cerelli or Belandi.
Oh, good cover, but no.
Well, Italy serve really good today, and Ukraine is struggling in reception.
Yeah, maybe they're going to change something, because now their setter is still running, I think, but maybe they're going to do something different soon.
One more serve for Raffaella Battaglia. Volleyball. They try hard from the back row. He just overpowered that swing. And those are 3 points given to Italy, a lot more enforced by Ukraine so far in the game. Well, this one, when Zuk has plenty of time to go under the ball and to swing it like that.
Nothing you can do.
You can put Cirelli and Biasi to block and dig. It's not enough. Good serve by Shuha, deep into the court. Battaglia fights.
No.
Just out. Well, they never give up until the ball is on the floor.
For sure not, no.
And Shua again. She had a very good first serve. This one is touched by Belandi. And Biasi does not take the second touch.
Little misunderstanding there, I think.
You absolutely don't want this type of miscommunications. Those are as well 3 points.
Ah, those mistakes hurt, yeah.
Back set for Cirelli.
Nice.
Block out on Lakatos. Well done.
Yeah, she sees what's happening on the opposite. She just saw the block hands. And now on the serve.
They will target Shua. Pretty sure she will go toward position one. Blocked by Zuk.
Oh, that was not a good position for the service there.
Yeah, she covered her young countrymate. 8-all. Can Antonina Zuk do something with her serve? Bozio is covering position 5, covering Biasi on Battaglia. Cirelli from the back row. Hoditschuk, double touch.
That's unfortunate for Ukraine now.
I mean, each time they're able to come and find an equalizer, Italy is able to push a bit more on the red button. Bozio for Belandi.
Oh. Don't see that so often.
Oh. Hoditschuk, strong Ceccarelli nice. For the cover.
Oh.
That was some kind of fight. Yeah, normally it's not Bozio setting for Belandi. But we mentioned how good she's able to spike with her left shoulder.
Yeah, and for a non-setter, it's easier just to play for the pass forward.
Yeah, I'm not sure Bozio would go for the back set. No. Cirelli from the back row to give another 1 point lead to Italy.
Out.
Hoditschuk wanted to cover herself after the block.
Strong serve. Now they're trying to change the reception.
Well, Belandi will probably adapt.
Oh no. They confused her, so sometimes changing something helps.
Yeah, because she wanted to aim at Shuha, but then she had Oldichuk on the way blocking.
Yeah.
Lakatos, the serve is good. Just out.
Yeah, that was a very quick serve as well. Maybe she should have taken some more time.
Using the space, using the time you have to serve. It's all what you learn at the volleyball school.
Yeah. Oh,
Great
I
counter
didn't
block
get
by
that.
Battaglia.
Nice.
While Italy now has a 4-point lead.
Yeah.
And timeout called by Ukraine.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because the Ukrainian faces don't look so happy right now. Maybe they need some more input from their coach right now.
Yeah, they just don't find the solution so far in the game today. And of course, they look to be super disappointed, but they don't want to be into the bronze medal game tomorrow against Slovenia, because this game will not be easy at all.
No, both teams have played so often against each other and so many close matches between those two.
Yeah, and basically when we saw the scenario this morning between Slovenia and Netherlands, maybe the gold medal game is an easier one than the bronze medal game in that
Crazy.
situation.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we never
crazy.
know what the limits are for the Netherlands, but it could be that it's easier to win the gold medal game than the bronze medal game this year.
Yeah, actually, it could be very well the case. I think the Netherlands, as I said, they have no pressure, but also they're very young, and both of these teams have much more experience.
Yeah, sure. Difficult reception. Filan has to take a one-hand set.
Just in the middle of everybody, the fireplace again.
Well, Ukraine can do it. 5 points, it's not a lot, but they have to increase the quality of the reception. Anthony, yeah,
Going for the second one. Yeah.
Well, they scored a point, but it's not what you are learning. Reception, set, spike. They're just like each time trying to find some kind of solution because they cannot receive properly. But this girl can do something with her serve. Cirelli takes it. It looked to be out.
Oh, this time they can cover it. Okay. Nice.
Too strong on Władyszyńska.
She just doesn't care about the big block in the middle. She does it anyway.
I mean, when you see Cirelli tipping, something is wrong.
Yeah.
She will go full speed almost the entire time.
We have seen a lot of short tips from the middle from Francesca Bosio in the past times, but not so much from Sara Cirelli.
Sheremet is back in for Shuha. Good fight at the net between Filan and Battaglia. You just saw the 2 thumbs up by the referee. We will play this point again. And again, Hoditschuk is not able to have a good reception. Pedrelli scoring another ace. And you can hear the fans from La Squadra Azzurra in the stands. Italy is in front. Also Anthony Nazuk is struggling and the ball will not come back. Well,
That was high, but just too far out for them to get.
We will make another substitution with Lihotit coming in.
Did not work in the last set, but maybe this time.
Well, and isn't it too late already, because the gap is huge, 7-point difference. Lihotit blocked by Cirelli.
Oh, nice cover.
Free ball Ukraine, but it's nothing like a free ball. Ceccatelli scoring another point for Italy. The gap is getting bigger and bigger. Roberta Pedrelli. Lihotit on the line. Bellandi Double touch, yeah, she touched it both with arms and then with the lower part of her body.
Italian coach called that himself, so.
I mean, it's easier to be fair play when you're leading 2-0 and 19-11.
Very true. Shouldn't be the case, but yeah.
Good serve. Cirelli has a good reflex despite the net touch. And Lihodid scoring maybe her first point of the game. I'm not quite sure she scored in the second one.
Cirelli.
Cecatelli blocked by Władyszyńska.
Yeah, maybe she could have found another solution at that point, but point for Ukraine. And Anastasia Filon is also a good server, so maybe she can get a streak now.
Cirelli, high ball for Belandi, and then the connection through the middle. Lihodid deep, and Biasi is surprised. And we're close from an Italian timeout. It's for now, because Ukraine is fighting back, and they want to stop the streak from Filon. Well, Italy did not take a single timeout in this third set so far. They still had two.
Yeah, no reason for it until now.
And this was the last reception missed by Antonina Zhuk before she left the court. Or Pedrelli is able to serve very good as well. We don't mention her because Cirelli is serving so good.
They have a lot of good servers. Bosio is a strong server, so yeah. All of the Italian team cannot be underestimated in the service. They're not only serving hard, but also placed, so.
Yeah, if you are able to serve like in the right area, then it makes it so difficult for the reception to have a good one.
But Italy has a good reception line now, so, well, we can see.
Bosio will take it. Cirelli for the set. Cecatelli
she
blocked.
can save it.
Free ball Ukraine.
And now
Filon for Lihodid. This looks like something traditional. 3 ball contacts and a spike to finish the streak.
Yeah, and now Lihodid is running hot, so maybe.
Yeah, this would be something if they can reverse
no.
scenario.
And this is what you don't want now. Service error.
Killing the momentum on your own. 20-16. Well, they can still do good. It starts from a good reception on that serve from Battaglia. Filon for Lihodid. Or lifting called.
Against Lihodid? Oh, yeah. She doesn't need to do that.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that was interesting.
Belandi for Cecatelli. She finds the solution to score the 22nd point for Italy. Well, very difficult to imagine Ukraine coming back, but they will take, of course, the second timeout they have.
Yeah, not much time left to take it, so try to change something to turn around this game. It can happen. I've seen it before, but it's not very likely.
Everything is possible. Well, we have to talk just a bit about the next game we'll have. The first semi-final by the men's. Germany will be involved. They'll play against Ukraine.
Yes.
Do you have any kind of prediction, or did you discuss maybe with the guys from the German team how confident or not they are before the game?
Yeah, actually they are pretty confident. They have played Ukraine a lot of times. It's also a tough game because the Ukrainian team is strong as well. But in the last games have almost been won by our team every time. So They're going into the game with a lot of confidence. Also, they're having some new young players. Some old ones got out, but they're still building something new up. Oh, so now only 2 points for Italy until the final.
23-16, 2 more points to have a ticket for the final. True. And Raffaella Battaglia is still serving so good. Hodicuk for the reception. Lihodid doesn't find the solution, and Cirelli doing just so good again. 24-16, match point, Italy. Vladyshynska completely misses the set, and Italy will be into the final tomorrow. They will have a chance to defend the title they got back home for 2 years in Caorle. An easy victory, 3-0. We have to say it was an easy victory. This morning when I came, I was like, okay, basically the first game will be 3-set between Slovenia and the Netherlands. And this one might be 5 sets. Absolutely not.
These semi-finals were really surprising. I didn't expect that either, but the Netherlands were the biggest surprise I think we saw in this tournament. Yeah.
So for tomorrow, the women's final will be Italy against the Netherlands, and for the bronze medal, there will be a huge fight between Slovenia and Ukraine. A warm thank you, Sonia, for having been such a great expert today.
Thank you for having me. It was fun commentating with you.
And good luck for your game. You played Poland tonight.
Yes.
And a safe trip back to Germany. We have many more things to do. The closing party, closing ceremony, whatever. But good luck and a warm thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll be back pretty soon with the next game starting at 4:15. We'll be back live 4:05. It will be the first semi-final by the men between Germany and Ukraine. If you're leaving us, take good care of you. Otherwise, see you just a bit later here in Győr, Hungary.